me tell you something, man. There's only two types of people know karate in this world. That's the Chinese, and the other one's the king. That's me, baby. Oh, look out, man.
Jeez.
Fucking love that movie. You ever seen the Dewey Cox story?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm a big fan of
Dewey.
John C. Riley.
He never once paid for drugs.
And you never once
Pay for drugs.
You're telling me I'm less than what a half what my brother was? Tell me I'm less than what a quarter of my brother was?
Okay, so Barry being reckless over here and not considering people's feelings as usual. So, y'all remember the other day when we was, Michael, you weren't there. It was me, Spencer, and Barry. We were in Pensacola, and we were just hanging out. They were drinking some beers, slamming them.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah, I totally
plastered.
remember. I wasn't there.
And then we walk up, and there was this big group of folks. We're like, well, we're going to see what these people are doing. We walk up to this guy, and we're like, so what are you doing over here, man? He goes, it's a baptism. And Barry cracks his beer. He's like, oh, word? It's just kind of like chilling. I was like, yeah, man, y'all in Florida doing a baptism? Y'all need to play some Creed out here. You ain't doing nothing.
I was like, with arms wide open.
And I was sitting there hanging out, and was like, oh, cool, man. And then Spencer's like, yeah, man, sorry about the beer. It's like, oh, it's cool. We're trying to be inviting. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And we just kept hanging out.
We just hung out and watched people get
Like
baptized.
Bourbon Street, where they're just going down like, you're gonna burn in hell with their signs.
Oh man, it was funny though. Like we were just sitting there, just like,
vibing.
hanging out, just walking.
Shirtless, really shirtless people in this group.
Yeah,
Barry-
everybody had shirts on. We just like walked over there because like there was people surfing, and it was like, oh, I guess maybe a surfing competition. Just go over there and just hang out, and see what's up. Because we haven't been doing nothing, just sitting there drinking beers and just watching people walk by.
Barry's plastered, tatted from head to toe, shirtless, jacked. They're like, what's up, man? We're just going to chill. And they're like, oh, all right. I'm not going to tell you no.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, we're getting baptized. I was like, oh.
Can I have the bath too?
And it was like, I was almost got to get baptized just for the hell of it, just to be a part
I
of
did
something.
too. I was like, I'm going to just hop in this thing real quick. Let's see what this is all about.
I was like, because that's what I was telling. I was like, man, y'all picked a damn good day to get
I was
baptized,
like-
man. It feels great out
I
there.
was like, Barry, you need to go out there and like walk out there with your beer, like, hold this real quick while you dunk me.
yeah.
And just get him to like hold it. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, just sorry. Just like busted on your head because Stone Cold said so, you know?
Oh, yeah, Barry's a bald guy now. He joined the bald gang since our last podcast.
Yeah. But that'd be the perfect time to walk out there with a Stone
I'm
Cold
not a bald
316
guy,
shirt.
I'm the bald guy. Let me rephrase it.
Oh, yeah, he's
He's the
taking
bald
my
guy.
place.
Dude, y'all had an epic argument on the chat the other day. Russell's getting all upset because like Barry's like, I've got more testosterone and like one penis hair than you have, like in your whole chrome dome.
Dang.
And it's like
Yes.
I'm the bald guy. You may have been the first bald guy, but now you're under me.
You've been replaced like every bass player ever.
I'm bigger than you. I'm higher in the food chain.
He's like, I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm Batman.
No.
We get
So
any
we
more
went-
emails?
Let's get to the emails today, people. All right, they had a guy named Jay, and I'm going to tell you what this little rat bastard said about
bastard.
Rusty Chatters. He says, quit messing with the Michael, Russell, before I stick a plunger on your head, you bald-headed piece of shit. All right? Let me tell you something.
Jay.
Let me tell you something, Jay. There ain't enough room in here for all the positions I get you while you suck my cock. All right? With no teeth. All right? So you're going to sit there and talk that mess. You're going to come back it up in Michael's apartment. I'm going to wreck the house. I'm going to pull his fucking fanny packs off the wall. I'm going to beat you to death with them.
You better watch out. Jay's like 8'5" and 900 pounds.
He gets so upset. Man.
I retract all my statements.
Nah, keep him.
No.
Keep him. It's like Jay's a friend of the podcast. He just kind of happened to send that shit in.
Just happens to work with us.
He does. Yeah, he's a good dude though.
Trolling me.
Bad as fuck, but he's a good dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, Spencer's the meanest to him. Like, I've actually never have met Jay in person, but I've talked to him on the phone for probably
48 hours in
48 hours total, which is quite a lot.
Just
phone
some dude,
conversation.
you know him so well by phone. Hey, man, how's the kids doing? How's everybody doing? You don't even know that man. You walk
And you
past
see
him
him
in
in
Walmart.
person, you're like, I don't even want to be this guy's friend.
Yeah, dude, the whole tower's gonna come crumbling down when y'all finally like meet in person.
Not even know what to do, just shake his hand. Hey.
Yeah, you'll be looking all up at him and around him, and
I used to do that though. You know my previous job. I used to be an employment specialist for a staffing company, and I would have these conversations, these detailed ass conversations about here and there with these people, about their lives. They'd give me little fillers and stuff like that. I never even knew what they looked like. And then one day I look them up on Facebook. I'm like, damn, that's who I've been talking to. I'm like, I'm gonna lessen our conversations, man.
Listen to our conversations.
It's like, well, I guess next time it's not going to talk as much. It's like, I really don't care about your life. You don't
appeal to me.
Yeah.
You're not pretty.
Your face isn't aesthetically pleasing, therefore we can't have a conversation. And I'm not even attracted to males, but that's okay. Get out of my face. Pretty much what you just said, Barry.
Basically, so I mean, there's females I talk to, so and so, you know, I mean, here and there, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, it was bothersome once I looked them up.
That's the worst thing ever. Like whenever you like finally put a face to a voice, and it's just always like wrong. It's like dude, you gotta understand something, dude. Every one of those phone sex line like women,
Yeah, they ain't.
dude, they'll have like the hot. I mean, not that I know, but like,
I feel like you do.
oh, yeah, maybe no.
All right, I mean, you could just be talking to
Dude,
him.
No, I'm talking out of my ass as I usually do, but I just feel like you just like phone sex is just one thing that you can completely get away with complete anonymity, and so like you sit there talking to some girl like just like because I've seen them in
Or
real life
male.
like just like so like many like just very like beautiful voiced women just
It,
rough
it,
like
it used to get pretty rough, man, when that would come on late night. You remember that? You'd be watching like Cartoon Network or something as a kid, and then you'd flip channels a little bit at nighttime, and then them little hotlines start hitting at like 11
Oh,
at
yeah,
night.
dude.
Call the fucking dirty boy hotline. I'm like, just jerking that bad boy fast as I could. I only got 2 minutes for the commercials, but that 12-year-old me was trying to get it, boy.
oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying though is like dude the people that actually work on those phone lines is not a hot
it's
girl.
not those chicks
It's
they're
not
showing
those
on
chicks.
there.
Nuh-uh.
Absolutely not.
That girl got paid to do her thing and just like entice you in so you can give that company money and that's it.
In a way, OnlyFans made a lot of honest women out there. You know what I'm saying?
They did made a lot
Yeah.
of honest women. You got to put up or shut up.
Exactly. And it's like, hey, you might be the hot girl on your block, but guess what? Now you're in a pool.
You know, it'd be really upsetting. Let's say you did see a girl that you found like really attractive. Like, let's say like somebody you knew like finally got an OnlyFans or something like that, and then you finally like actually do go to their OnlyFans and they just got like nipples just as big around as their whole fucking breast. And you're just like, oh man.
Were you janking on me last podcast?
I was janking on you because you are very specific. However, I'm going like way out of bounds of reality.
That's typically where I go. You called me out super hard.
I did call you out, and you deserved it because you told me multiple times. Y'all talking about us being all freaking like shallow and stuff. I was like, dude, like you would like be dating a girl and like not like get down and dirty with her and then finally like see her nipple placement. You're like,
We shouldn't rehash
Serious.
this.
No, it's not nipple placement.
We
it's
shouldn't.
it's placement
it's
and size. 'Cause here's-
areola size.
it's both
Okay.
of them. That's what I'm saying. Is like, that's how shallow you
I
are.
mean, if your nipple placement's like 2 inches above, like the drop. you
Yeah,
know,
but
it's
but
fine.
then 3 inches
Okay.
below, you're out.
This is a very troubling conversation, but it's not quite as troubling as Barry's Lady Gag, as he used to call her. Go ahead, Barry. Why don't you fill us in?
I mean, just like any old boy would do, you know what I mean? You're at your local Spencer's, and
your local what?
Spencer's,
Oh,
Spencer's in the mall. You know what I mean? You
not
go to
me,
the mall.
not me.
The place where the
no,
No,
shooting
not-
no,
I
kids
thought
no,
you
go.
said-
Spencer's grandparents like
local
finding
dispensers.
like scary fucking Halloween things in the attic, which is weirdly in like the spare bedroom. But
We'll get on that in a minute.
Oh gosh.
But no, you're at the local Spencer's, and you're browsing around like one would do, and you're like, well, that looks like a really nice, inflatable,
blow up doll.
blow up doll. Like, man, I like to have that, So you purchase it and you blow it up in the car because you're all excited, and then
As you
next-
do.
Can't even
as one
contain
would
himself.
do. And then next thing you realize, you have a sunroof, and you open it up and you let her hang out because who wants to fucking party? Lady Gag wants to party. You know what I mean? And so we ride around. She makes her rounds. We dress her up. She's having a good old time.
Took a few bugs to the face while you were going
Yeah, it
down
takes
the
a few
interstate.
bugs. You wash her off some Windex, man. She's good to go. And
Bugs is code for semen.
No, they were literally driving down the interstate with it, and
I
bugs.
know what he says, but he's also taking turns with his boys. Let's be real here.
no, the only one who ever took any turns with her was our buddy. And
Yeah.
he ruined it for everybody, and we threw it away. It was all fun and games until he decided he was gonna fuck it while we're in the shower. While we're having one of our, good old fashioned three
Save
guys
the
in the
water.
shower. You know what I mean? Save the water showers.
Man. See,
and
you
we
think
come
of-
out there and the face in our fucking Lady Gag. Yeah, the hole's there, but do you use it? No. No, you put your finger in, you're like,
you
know
know,
what I
you
mean?
know the weird thing about this, like, that shouldn't be an ender, Barry. That should be the start of a tradition. Like Saturday night, she's at my house.
This isn't Thag Hassel's fucking pocket.
Yeah, that's what
We're
I'm
not
saying.
about to pass it around.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
What the fuck is this? We're
You get a
13.
tradition. Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. It's like Space Jam. Start swapping that saliva, boy. Start swapping that goop. Start getting your buddy's powers. There's something to that.
No, little radioactive Lady Gag there. She done got the bite.
Oh,
That's fucked.
Dead silence.
Barry, the way that Barry like huffs his little vape bothers me, man. You guys are all tools, man. Like I'm like the only non-hipster.
man,
of the
you're a
group.
No.
fucking tool.
Talking about things that bother people. Russell has this severe
Oh.
habit of like just. Russell's the type of guy that likes to do things sarcastically. However, just like Mark Wahlberg and the other guys, he learns how to do something really well.
to make fun
Just
of
like
other
sarcasm, make fun of other people.
So,
but
yeah, learn
not
how to
like
ballerina
I was
dance
on
and make fun of
the
the
phone
gays.
with Russell the other day, and I can pick it out anytime, and he's always like surprised whenever I call him out on it. But he was just like sitting there.
Sunflower seeds.
I was like,
kids. Eating the shit out
I was
of
like,
them
Russell, are you eating sunflower seeds right now? And he's like, yeah, how'd you know? He's like, dude, because you're fucking doing it in my fucking ear, man. Like, Jesus Christ. And it's just so obnoxious. I was just like, dude, I was sitting there telling him, I was like, Russell, I'm going to hang this phone up right now if you don't freaking stop.
He was overreacting. a
Dude,
little
I was
bit.
pissed off, man, because that dude was just sitting there just going to town.
You know what really bothers me when you're on the phone with Russell? You be in mid conversation, like, all right, let me let you go by. And like, motherfucker, you know he's just sitting in his fucking car, not doing a damn thing.
No, he's not. And the funny thing is, he'll call you.
Yeah, he'll call
He'll
me.
call you. He's like, hey, I got to go real quick. He's like, dude, first of all, you called me, and it's only 5 seconds into this conversation.
I feel that.
How
It's
many
like-
episode must we make of shit on Rusty?
As
How
many as it
many to
takes.
keep the crowd satisfied? It's all for you. I get crucified up here, and all you people just sit at home and laugh, playing on your fucking phones. All right, it's a tough job out here. I'm out here grinding, getting shit on by the crew. You remember that, people. It's all for you. 7
Shit.
listeners.
It's like, yeah, all 7 listeners. Nah, dude, you deserve it. You deserve it. I was getting heated, like sitting there in the car.
Yeah, to be fair, like a lot of things, it kind of like started out as a joke, and I just got carried away with like adapting that into my persona. Like really, like the whole peeing in the Waffle House sink thing I talked about. It started out as a joke, you know, sunflower seeds, and also answering the phone really aggressively when I say hello. Started doing that as a joke, but it kind of stuck. So sometimes, like when a interviewer calls, they're like, "Russell, hello," and they're like, "Oh, is
Hello?
this Russell?" Yeah.
No, so you hit it twice. It's like because your granny's like so hard of hearing, just like out of her mind. Every time she like call your house, like when I was a kid, she's like, hello, hello. You know,
Yeah,
just
she
like
don't
wouldn't
even
even
give
like give you a second to like breathe. They just say like, oh hey, I'm looking for hello. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Granny. And then Russell adapted that, and now that's just what he does when he answers phones.
Yeah, she don't give you any time, and not only that, she just lets anybody in the house, man. When I was a kid, I'd just be like at Granny's, and I'd look up, and there'd be that some strange kid that like I was nice to a few times, but he just has a reputation of being an oddball. Look up, that some bitch would be in my door frame. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm like,
You're sitting there cranking one out. You know, they
Yeah.
have no warning. You know,
yeah, I don't even know. Like, they don't even have the dude's phone number, nothing. That's
Yeah,
how.
you weren't cranking on it. You were changing clothes, man.
with a rock hard boner. I mean, that's just the way you do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was changing, man. Just like J-Rock was changing.
Hey, speaking of pissing in the sinks, Russell, dude, tell me the story of Crumb.
Oh, dude, this was foul. So I'm gonna paint the picture for everybody. Crumb looks like a high school Wilt Chamberlain, right? He's 6'8", giant fro, looks like 70s, just skinny as a rail,
Is
right?
it all of 120 pounds, like 6'8"?
Built like a microphone, right? Exactly what it looks like. So me and him, we get this idea. I was like, man, how funny it would be if, one day you shit in a urinal or something like that. And we were driving, and there was this place, Statute of Limitations. There was this place called the Purple Cow in Mobile, and we were driving, and the Purple Cow doesn't have an actual door. You kind of walk around the sidewall and come around, right? So he goes in there, and there's like 3 urinals and two shitters. So he goes in there, all 6'8" of him, right? Squats down, starts taking a dump in the urinal, and he's not being hidden at all. So I'm sitting there. I would be kind of hidden if I looked to my left and the dude couldn't see me because I'm shorter. He's just towering over it, looking down. 'Cause I'm taking a piss at the other urinal. He's just giggling, and this dude's just taking this hot dump. And so then he's like, I gotta wipe. So he runs into the shitter, wipes real quick. He walks out as he's washing his hands. I'm beside him, giggling up a storm. This dude walks in right around the corner, right after he just laid it. And Crum goes, hey, man, some dude just shit like right there. You might want to get. And he walks up and he goes, oh. And he like looks at it. He has to walk all the way up. He's like in disbelief. He just doesn't believe it. So he walks up. He's like, and he literally like jogs to the front of the counter, the front of the store. And then we like got the fuck out of there.
The old hot shit
hot
right
shit.
there on the
And,
urinal
like,
cake,
okay,
man.
first of all, if you're 6'8", 17, 18 years old, you got some pretty long intestines. All right, so think about that. This dude had a just hogger sitting there, just staring back. It was one of the times that they it went up, wrapped around, came back down like a question mark. It was gross, dude. Big old thick dump. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, as a gas station clerk, I'm not about to clean that up, man. I don't get paid enough money for that. I ain't about to pick up nobody's doo-doo.
Honestly, that makes me upset because when I sit down on the toilet, it's like little rabbit pellets most of the time.
No, okay, since we're talking about you shitting, you are the nastiest, most violent shitter I've ever seen or ever heard. It's disgusting, Michael.
They bring joy to my life.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
Well-
This man will be on Snapchat doing selfies, posting it in the chat, and he's like, this is literally his noises. He'll be in there just like blowing it out. Something like out of a Fockers movie, just annihilating the toilet.
Like 17 seconds long.
And I'm like, that is vile. And there's this one chat where your girlfriend walks up and she's like just doing her makeup and you're filming like her reaction. And she's like, Michael, I don't know what's wrong with you. Why do you sound like that? And she's just so numb to it.
Oh, yeah, no, she doesn't even care. Like, she'll just be doing her eyelashes, putting on some mascara.
No, man.
And you're in the-
That's when like the sexual side of the relationship dissipates. Like you start losing like sexual attraction towards each other, and you start.
No, I don't know where you read that.
If there's any one thing that would do it, it would be those violent, foul
Yeah,
bowel
dude.
movements that you have.
I'm
No,
gonna
that
tell you
just
right
means
now,
you've
man.
accepted everything that
I'm gonna tell
am.
you right now, dude. If it's like, man, I really gotta take a leak, and old girls in the bathroom, I go in there and it just smells like fucking dude. I'm like, you know what, man, I don't want to do that later. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say, you know, I'm gonna stay up a little bit later tonight. I'm gonna do it myself.
Again,
Like,
you're a boy, Barry. You're not a man.
I'm not a man.
You're not a man.
Why? Because I don't want to fucking have that fucking hot cannon aimed towards me, man. Like, what the fuck you talking about, man? The fucker's still loaded.
oh,
Ah, man, just punch it with your tongue, clean it out.
oh, dude, dude, damn, Michael, you ruined so many good things for me.
What? Well, I can't be the only one.
You
Well,
ever
I
got
thought-
shit on your dick?
Oh. I don't want to go here, dude.
You don't want to?
No, we can. I mean, go ahead, Spencer. Go tell us.
I mean, it's not like super exciting, but I mean,
My man uses his shit like a damn cleaner, boy. He plugs that thing, swishes around, pops that bad boy out like a damn squeegee.
I'll just say this: has
fucking Spencer got a loofah cock.
hold on,
A
hold on.
loofah.
Had-
Loofah dude.
Do you know shit to be dry or wet?
well, in this particular instance, it was kind of
Creamy.
creamy.
Creamy,
Oh,
right?
Oh, dude, it was foul.
it's like
Case settled.
you jammed in there and you pull it out, and right behind it comes out another one, like people exiting a subway, just
no,
one after the other.
It really wasn't anything like that. And people
That
about to
one
turn.
guy was sleeping
Nah,
on
I'll
the
be
bench.
honest with you,
Hopped up.
I'm gonna talk about it, but people about to turn this podcast off.
Oh.
That's what's about to happen.
No, man, we're gonna hear about it.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna hear
Yeah,
about
turn the volume up, Jay. You fuck.
the you son of a bitch. I'll turn that shit up for him because I know I'll be riding the truck with him. So nah, dude, we was in a previous relationship I had. We were she was all about like.
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
No, she became all about butt stuff. However, she was one of those that like really wanted to like explore and kind of please me and like just kind of like become one together and all that stuff.
Oh,
and,
that's
like,
so sweet.
And like new experience. And so, what's the new experience every new relationship has?
You put a finger in your butt.
Anal.
You go anal. All right. So this one time, like we decided we was going to do it. All right, and this was without any preparation. We're as green as they come, and it was, by the way.
Oh, like spinach green?
No, man, a little more olive drab.
Mm.
Ooh,
That's my OD, duty, you know.
Well, that Vietnam camo.
Oh man, but anyway, so Yeah, dude, everybody's about to turn this shit off. But anyway, so now, dude, we finally decided we was going to do it. So I go in, do my thing, start having a good time. But after about like, dude, it actually wasn't that long. But the thing is, whenever you start to do anal, like obviously it comes with the territory. However, it wouldn't hurt to prepare a little bit. Okay, because like I said, we was green as they come, like never done it before.
That's what preparation H is for.
Yeah, oh yeah, you need it after. But anyway,
Oh, God damn. my man beating out the walls, boy.
nah, dude, man, honestly, like, so it started. It was about 45, maybe a minute or so in, like, just started doing it. But then, like, I'm just like up, like head up high, just like having a good old time, not thinking about nothing, just like so, like happy to be there as you do. You know, this is a whole new experience for both of us.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, wow, this is nice. Crazy. Feels like somebody's got their finger in a circle just wrapped around my penis, you know, just like going in and out.
Oh.
Just like no contact except for right there at the end. But anyway, and so like I'm sitting there looking up and I noticed something.
The smell or visuals?
I'm looking up. What do you think?
Visuals.
Yeah.
You're looking up.
But anyway, I'm just like head up
There's a
high, just like
spider
just
on
so
the wall.
proud to be there. But anyway, and so like next thing I know, I noticed the smell.
Oh.
Oh,
And so I'm up above. Obviously, it's doggy style.
that old creeping death, boy.
The old creeping death. Oh man! But anyway, so I was just like looking up, like, and I caught a whiff, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" And I look down and I see it.
Gotta go harder now.
No, but real, no. This is where you got to
Oh.
make game time decisions. These are game time decisions here, boys. Like
Oh.
straight up, because okay, so this is both of our first times doing anything like this. So obviously, there's a couple things going through their mind at the time. Is like, do I keep going and just like make her feel okay in the situation, or I just like, or do
Fuck
I?
no, you get out of there,
Or do I
dude.
just like?
Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. But or you pull out, you know, and just be like, oh my God, it's fucking disgusting. Oh my God, what the fuck is gonna happen? And just make her feel like total shit.
You shame her.
You do
kick
neither.
Her off.
You do neither. So like I noticed it. I looked down. I was like, oh my God, and I was like still like in motion like for a few more reps. Like just kind of like processing what is happening. Don't know
You
what
was
to
like,
do.
We should get in the shower.
No. So then like next thing you know is like soon like couple seconds later she notices. She's like, wait, what the fuck? And I'm like, she's like, did I shit on you? I'm like, oh fuck. And by this time like I pulled. I was like, yeah, you did a little bit.
A little bit of
Just a
poopy on
little
here.
bit. And be honest with you, fresh
Oh,
Ooh.
is
steamer.
probably the worst smell you could ever have in your life. Dude, it was tear jerking.
I'm kind of getting a 60%er going right now.
No, it was
I'll
tear jerking.
allow
It was like watching Titanic for the first time. You know, you really don't know how to handle it. You know, you just kind of watch it. You think you're a man. You don't cry in movies, but then next thing you know, you just feel, you know, just a little bit of that, and then you just like start your tear rolling down. But this time it's not from emotional. This is just pure physical. What the fuck?
See, you're nicer than I would be. I would have handled that like Lord of the Rings style, like when they put the knife in them, look them in that, and they just kind of slide them off, kick them off. I'd have just kicked her off,
Nah, dude, but it's so like, dude, she jumps up, she's scared. She's, oh my God, what the hell's happening? Oh my God, she starts crying at me. I was like, look, you gotta stay calm. It's fine. This comes with the territory, and which is the way you should handle something like that. She's like bawling. She's so sad because she just
on you.
just shat on my penis,
Oh.
as you know.
As one would.
You
As
can't
one-
win every hand, man.
You can't win every hand, but damn, I lost the first hand I was dealt. I just went all in and said, "Fuck."
You gotta know when to fold them, man.
Oh man, went all in on a 2 and an ace. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, damn it.
Not even the same suit.
yeah, just looking for the. I don't know. I don't have the
Straight.
looking for the straight, and it wasn't happening. But anyway, dude, she gets up, she's all crying, like scared, and all this other stuff like that. I was like, dude, it's okay, it's fine. And I was like,
my penis.
it's fine. And I was like, let's just go in the shower, and just
Do it again.
Yeah, it's like once you're in the shower, it's already being washed off simultaneously, so it's just fine.
So gross.
But I'll tell you one thing,
Oh.
like as she was crying and everything, just like sad, and just I was like, you gotta pet their head, tell them it's gonna be okay.
Oh, he's a good girl.
It was a good girl. You did your thing.
Oh,
We tried
yeah.
something new. But not. I don't really know what to say other than like it was very traumatic for like her. Like it was fine for me, like because
Yeah, you just had the poo on you.
Yeah.
You like
it's,
Joe Dirt.
it's like for me because
Because
the thing is like I could just get it off in the shower. Is it gross? Yeah, but I mean it's already there. It's like you just kind of deal with the situation as it is.
How did you wash it off? That's the main question.
In the shower.
Did you let water hit it for a second first? Or did you just immediately go in?
He went straight hands.
No. You gotta get all the substance off
Yeah,
first.
man. That poop is still underneath.
He started pulling that bad boy down like a damn rice sock, getting all that rice spread out throughout the sock. Know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know. It was just. It
Sock.
was something. I know this isn't very funny per se, but like it was just
it's
funny for me.
It was an experience. That's really all it was. It was an experience, and yeah, she was just upset, and I'm just like, I get it, but you gotta understand, is like I'm on the receiving end. There's no embarrassment for me.
Well, actually, she's kind of on the receiving end. If you like getting
okay. She's on the receiving end. However,
I was like, hold up.
I'm on the receiving end of something you don't want to be a part of. So I get it. Like, there's just a special level of embarrassment that goes with that you can't really like fathom because I don't get fucked in my ass all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, not all the time, but every once in a while, you know.
Shorty, I don't mind. All right, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, so there was a lot of embarrassment on her end, so I understand that like there was going to be a lot of crying, a lot of emotion, especially his first time, and it was just. I really don't know what it was. It was just an experience. Is really all it was.
An experience.
Well, did you grow together from the experience?
We did, for sure, to become a point to where it was like, hey, let's do this all the time.
You were more one than I have ever been and ever want to be.
No, that was
so good for you.
That was her just planning for the future. Let's just do anal while I'm
Well,
married.
see, I'll tell you one thing is like if you're gonna learn some way, you learn the hard way. That's the one that sticks to you the most.
You know, that's good for like driving on a back road and drifting too far and running up on the side a little bit, but I don't think your analogy holds up here, man. That just ain't something I want to experience, to be honest with you. Just some dumperoo.
Well, here's the thing.
Sitting
It's
on
not so
the-
much about learning like the hard way. It's just like, oh, you should do it just to learn the hard way. No, it's just like if you do learn the hard way, it sticks with you much more.
It sticks on your
And-
dick, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. But nah, for real though, like just in order to take the precautions. So any of y'all out there looking to try anal, rule number 1, shit first, douche second.
You know, to be fair, if I think the point of that rambling was to get them to try anal, I don't think you succeeded.
Nah, I'm just talking about just from personal experience. Like if this is something you've ever had to deal with, please write in.
That's like a porn.
I would
anal.
love to know.
Anal
Like
101.
yes, anal 101 for the rest of you guys and gals and guys and guys.
Is there any more in there?
Yeah, so if it happens, man, it happens. It's normal. It comes with the territory. That's really all I'm saying about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Play with fire, you get dumped on your penis.
So I guess I'm the only guy in the fucking room that's had that happen. I guess so.
No, you know, I've never really had any bad experiences with that, but I mean, I've had like me going down on a girl. I've had weird experiences with that before.
Explain.
How do you have a weird
Like,
experience?
because I've never had a weird experience
like,
going down
is it
on
a
a girl.
funky funk, and you just creep back up, man.
Well, it was more than that. It was kind of just me not wanting to do it in the first place and lying.
Did she
pressure
pressure
you?
you into getting your Red Wings?
Oh God, no. It was
That's really the only thing I think of right now. Is like, dude, I never
what has
feel
been in
weird
that
going.
Beard of yours?
It was. What is it?
I said, what has been in that beard of yours?
Oh man, this beard has seen some things, and it's few weeks alive. Let me tell you. But I'm not gonna tell you 'cause that's personal. That's none of your business, Jay.
Shout out to Jay. He's gonna love this when I'm like riding with it.
Jay,
So explain to me like what you're talking about because I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there have been experiences where like, you know, I've never been walked in on while having sex. Well,
You have been.
kind of, but I've been walked in eating veg quite a few times, especially in the high school reign. My cousin used to just kick open the door, and that was like the thing he just saw me do about every few months. I'd be going face first in some beaver, and then out of nowhere, boom, and then it's weird, and then I don't know. I've had weird experiences.
weird if you make it
So
weird.
it's not so much weird you going down on somebody. It's just weird experience that happened around the act.
Yeah, around the act. So for a long time, it was like sex went fine for me. This before I was married, obviously, all that stuff. But this would be like, it always seemed like when I was eating the business, the roast beef, something went wrong,
Ooh.
and it wasn't. Yeah, like it wasn't her
Like
necessarily.
you weren't very good at it.
Well,
look
I
like
mean,
you'd
it
be
doesn't
very
matter
good at a
how
lot of
good you are
things.
when your fucking granny doesn't make any noises walking through the house, and then you just hear ting ting poof, and the fucking door is open, and then I'm just
granny-
like scrambling. I mean, she didn't like actually see what was going on, but I was scrambling. You know, I was like, I've had Granny, Andrew, Austin, quite a bit of folks in that back room back.
I
In
had
the
Hey,
day.
Bama
let
walk
me
in on
ask
me
y'all
one
something.
time.
One thing I want to know is like I want to know y'all's. Have y'all ever been caught yerking it?
Yeah.
I want to know these. I want to know these
man.
stories.
Yeah, so I had one that was very strange, and I don't think she understood what was happening. But old Granny, old faithful, come knock on my door at night. to
First of all,
put-
don't call her Old Faithful when you're yerking him. Man.
No, like for real, I was like watching. This was back in the days when PSP was the move. For
Oh,
porn.
dude, everybody had little pornos on their PSP, man. Dude.
Really?
So
Yes,
I was
dude.
playing Midnight Club Dub Edition. What the fuck were y'all
yeah,
doing?
I was waiting 30 minutes for a fucking video to load. That's what I was doing, and
Yeah, dude, you put it so you go on like Pornhub like or something at the in the middle of the night, you know, just like click your videos you want to beat off to in the morning, just click them on download, and you wake up the next morning, they're all finished because 8 hours later.
So pretty much it was pitch black in my room as it would be at 11 at night on a school night, and she busts in the room, and then immediately, boom, I put the PSP down, and I thought she was just going to drop some clothes off and go about her day, but she comes up and goes, "Hey, what you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, Granny, get the fuck out of here." And I'm sitting there like, it was weird, man, and I don't know if she understood what was happening, but either way, I knew, and it turned me off from Pornhub porn for like 6 days.
Oh,
Damn, it's longer than I would have went.
all right, so I never.
I
Actually,
just went back at it after she walked out the door, man.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta finish
I was
the
like, you-
deed.
Oh God!
I'm gonna go back to Michael's point.
Yeah,
Are you a man or are you a boy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds of her coming back in? So I've actually never been caught like masturbating, but
he was masturbating.
Math.
so I had to go army with you guys, but I was deployed and I lived with another guy inside of a tent basically for a little while. Then to a Connex we lived together, and
It's like a big container.
yeah, people know what a Connex is.
I don't.
Now you know, Michael.
Yeah,
Continue.
you know, it looks like an 18-wheeler trailer. It's Connex, and
Sounds sexy.
well, you know, I mean, the dude lives there. I mean, we're on the same sleep schedule. I mean, at some point, we're gonna have to do it. You know what I mean? I mean, ain't nothing to it. You just fucking roll your sleeping bag over your head. And you just knock it on out when the lights are off. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes like I was like, man, maybe old homeboy is over there doing it. I was like, man, maybe I'm gonna do it too. You know what I mean?
We can do it together.
Yeah, I mean, originally, I was like, I can't do this in a porta potty. You know what I mean? I thought about it. I put a lot of thought into it. I was like, you know what, man? It needs to be done. It's gonna have to be done.
and
It's
if
gonna be
somebody
done
needs to do
regardless.
it, might as well be you, Barry.
Yeah, might as well be me. And
God damn.
and it's like, then for a while, you kind of strategically like plan it out. Or it's like, man, I got about 7 minutes for homeboy comes back in. He says, "We're gonna get dinner right now." I was like, well, I got about this much time once he basically gets it to go, and then I'm pretty fucked. And then
The calculations here.
oh yeah, but no, eventually, we just got to the point where it's like, hey man, we're gonna cut the lights for the night. And he's like, all right. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, turn them back on. But I mean, for that 15, 20 minutes, the room was silent.
Oh.
Them real soft jerks just. It's like, man, this it'd go a lot faster, man, if I knew this guy was asleep. But at the end of the day, you got to do what needs to be done, man.
Oh.
Like changing a tire, it needs to be done. You ain't gonna sit on the side of the road all day.
I feel like Michael's been called like 7 different times.
Yeah, I feel like Spencer brought this story up specifically for me.
I did. 'cause
Hey,
that's a good.
hey, before we get too deep, all right. Basically, you guys
Giggity.
are married. I mean, Michael lives with his girlfriend. Russell is in fact married. Yeah, all right. I used to live with a female at one point in time in my life. How many times? And now I don't know if this is just me, but would you just be taking a really long dump in the bathroom because you didn't really want to get in it that night? It's like, I'm just gonna take this really long dump in quotations.
Yeah, if we're
And
fighting.
just-
Yeah, if we had like a fight night, it's like, you're fighting, your attitude turned me off. I'm
Or
just
no,
going to jerk it and go
sometimes
to
you
bed.
just don't want to do it. Sometimes you just want to do it yourself and knock it on out. So you
I mean,
gotta-
Pretty normal.
to be
and
fair,
you just you go in the bathroom, you very quietly crank one out.
Just quiet as can be.
now I will say this, like to be fair, there has been times where like, you really don't want to go through the hassle, which is weird to say that sex could be a hassle, which is not. But like you said, if you're fighting, you just kind of just don't want to deal with anything. So yeah, there are times that you do want to just kind of like just crank one out and be done with it, because it's only going to take like what, 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes out of your day.
Max,
just move on with your life.
Then you worried about the smart cast on TV. Like, man, is my phone really displaying out there?
I've never.
I didn't click it, but it's,
Dude, I know that feeling.
thing's
You're
still there.
paranoid as fuck, like, dude.
Nah, I've never done it while they've been home though. Like whenever I lived with my ex, it was never when they were home. But to your point, like even if you're like fighting or something, like that's one thing that we did to like kind of bring each other together. Like even if we were fighting, we would end up not necessarily forcing it, but just kind of
Coitus.
making it happen. That way, you know, we could kind of regroup and reevaluate, because once you do that, it does help you reevaluate and kind of bring you back being closer together, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to go to bed like pissed off.
True.
Or-
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not horny or anything, like even if you're not horny, you can get yourself horny.
Sexual healing. There's a song about it.
Yeah, and so that is something that we did practice a lot. Was you know, if when we would go like just be pissed off the other day, whatever it was, even if it was minuscule or kind of a bigger thing, we would try and do it anyway.
Just kind of bang one out, relax.
Just bang one out and relax, and then once you do it, like all those endorphins are released, and you just kind of realize you still do kind of love that person. So,
You do kinda.
well, yeah, I don't mean it's like kinda, but you know, it does help you reevaluate for sure.
Yeah.
So I know this is supposed to be kind of funny, but like I'm just being real. Like,
Okay. I want to hear it, Michael.
Oh.
Because I know Spencer did air it out just so like that time that Michael was jerking it. Then his mom walked in. Then his dad walked in. Then the dog came in. Then his sister came in. Everybody standing
No.
there. They
It's
dropped
only,
their
it's honestly,
groceries.
it's honestly worse than both of those.
It's worse. It's
Oh.
way worse. It's like, I don't know, maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You know, I just got off work,
Savage.
and you know, I don't expect anybody to like walk in, because nobody just walks into my room. You know, I don't
My
lock
fucking
the door.
dad does, man.
I don't ever lock the door or nothing like that, because usually people knock. Well, you know, I'm just kind of bored, a little bit, you know, and I'm just laying down on my bed, and I'm just like,
What else do you
know
do when
what?
you're bored? You crank one.
You need to crank
Putting
one.
that Jergens to work,
You
boy.
crank one. This
Now,
this
Michael's
boy.
a dry beater all day.
I'm a
Yeah,
dry
yeah,
beater.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
I don't
You people are animals.
I don't have enough foreskin for all that, and I'm not like hurting that bad for a fucking spank. You know what I'm saying?
That man shit look
doesn't,
like
doesn't hurt at all.
you got that damn turtle head foreskin, boy. You got that mega foreskin.
Man,
So-
I hear you.
Anyways, so I'm basically like 3/4 of the way done. Like I feel it coming, and
Kill it.
you know, I didn't realize at this moment that we had a pest control guy just walking through our house, just spraying, spraying around the house, you know, and I didn't know he was gonna be over, and you know, I'm about to just finish, and right when it gets to it, he just opens up the door, and I'm just hand on cock, vinegar shrugs, and we make eye contact for like 2 seconds, and he just looks at me.
Dick in hand.
Yeah, you know,
Did you have a blanket on you or anything?
No, he was sprawled out, fucking balls out, cock out, naked as fuck. Just look. When you in your bed and you're yerking, man, you're in your own private room. You're just fucking sprawled, man. You're like positions you'll never be in. You're all like leg cocked up like this, just having a good old time, man.
So you know,
Dude, and I just imagine, because Michael's such a chill vibe kind of guy, I just want to see him nervous as he's ever been in his life.
You
Just
just
like,
take
"Ah,
retract
ah."
that statement. Retract that statement. You just want to see Michael yerk it, man. You want to see that magnificent peen of his.
Not the jerk. I'm talking about him being caught jerking. Let's not make it weird.
Nah. You
All right.
just want to see somebody jerking, and you want to be the one to catch him.
I mean, if anybody was going to catch him, I would like to be the guy. So I'd be like, shame on you. Who masturbates? What is wrong with you?
what you watching?
I want to freak him out. Yeah.
It's like, what you watching?
Anyway, go ahead, Michael. I'm just pesticide guy.
Pesticide guy, you know, what is it called? I forget what-
Cooks,
Terminix.
Pest
Cooks
control.
Terminix, yeah. So, you know, we're making eye contact for like 2 or 3 seconds, which feels like a lifetime, basically, because, you know, you're just being caught in your most vulnerable state, basically.
There probably is. The only thing more vulnerable than like jerking is like getting taken in the ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I don't. But,
It's like not even by another
Story
guy,
for
but
that later.
it's like not even by another guy, but like your girlfriend. Like just pegging away.
no, National Women's Day.
Yeah, National Women's Day, man, coming up.
Ouch.
So, we make eye contact for about 3 seconds, and he looks at me like wide-eyed, and I look at him, and I'm just like hand on shaft, try to cover myself, but he's already seen.
Nah, you
And,
just got to be there, man.
yeah,
be there in
yeah.
the moment. Just keep it going.
So he,
Hey, man, I'm gonna finish with you in here or not.
well, that brings me to my next point. So he exits, and I'm just like,
He didn't
"Dang."
say anything to you?
No, he just like opened up the door.
So weird, dude.
He opened up the door completely. His whole body was in. We were making eye contact, and he knew exactly what it was, and he just closed it right away without saying anything.
Like Michael's laying on top of the covers. There's like no covers.
Yeah,
like
there's no way of me like guarding
Curling
myself.
them toes, looking at the ceiling,
Yeah,
boy.
I mean
just-
it was about there.
it was like toe curling, damn good time, man.
So he shuts the door, and I'm just like,
Oh.
man.
God.
Well,
Makes me nervous. I'm sweating.
And I'm just like, well, yeah, I gotta keep on going because I'm almost there. So
it was like, but the pest control guy made him hot, though, is what happened.
Yeah.
It just like got like even harder. You can feel it pulsate.
Dude, he had them little tight UPS shorts on. And he was fucking feeling it, son.
I mean, there's that extra like
that
intensity, whether or not somebody
Fucking
just walks on you,
pulse
just trying
on
to
there, dude. You can
just
feel
trying
the heartbeat in that bitch.
just trying to get it out before anybody walks in or whatever. It's like a time frame. I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
some
I
type
guess.
of
I mean, you gotta like
intensity.
fucking like finish off before you scared that he's gonna walk back in and want to join.
Yeah. No, I kind of got up, locked my door.
It's like, nah, dude, I'm good now.
You
He's like,
spray,
done
I'll
missed-
spray. How's that sound, bro?
He's like, dude, I'm good now. He's like, you don't missed your opportunity, man. He's
No,
like,
that
snooze, you lose, pal.
was the most awkward event I ever been in. I literally called Spencer right afterwards. I'm like, bro, you would have.
And the bad thing
Never
was,
guessed.
Michael didn't even clean off. Like, he finished and called me. It's still, like, sitting in his belly button.
Michael's not done. He's like,
I FaceTimed him.
Yeah, he's in FaceTime. He's like, dude, look. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's
No.
like, dude, it's all sticky in your belly button hair, man. What the fuck is
Yeah.
wrong?
Why are you
Oh.
showing me?
and Michael's like, and then there was a mailman, and then there was.
Jesus.
No, it was probably like my heart literally stopped at that moment.
But I bet that was the best night you ever had after that, boy.
It's like, this is a true nut of victory.
No,
right
but
there, you know
honestly,
what I
I
mean?
tell you what,
I'm not
never
gonna let
felt-
this man psych me out.
Hold on,
I'm
no,
gonna
I've
finish.
never felt more ashamed after beating off than that moment because
He
Other
finished
than the
it.
time
like
I beat off after I got baptized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
no, it was just like somebody just walked in on me, and I still had the dignity to just finish. And I was just
that
like,
goes back to your previous statement once again, Michael. Are you a man or you a boy?
I was a man in that
I'm
moment.
going, man, I'm gonna
You know,
fucking finish.
I was like,
let
you
that
know
dude,
what?
Like, bother me.
Shit happens, and it just happened. But I mean, like if I would have probably just started, I'd have probably waited 30 minutes.
Hey, you should have like went to talk to him after, like, hey man,
No,
in there. That would have made it so much weirder. Like, if you have to,
Yeah,
I wish you would have went out there and confronted that
after I
man.
finished, I ended up, cleaning my belly button off and walked out and gave him a handshake. Like, hey, man.
That's
you
what
know,
you-
I was just.
It's like, by the
was
way, I didn't
scratching my
even.
stomach extra hard,
I gotta put this cream on, man. The doctor says it's like a thing, and I
Yeah.
just happened to become erect, and you were there, and
So
it wasn't what
Me
it
and
looked
Spencer, we were like, we dared each other to go like, hiking in the woods nude, and I got this like poison ivy on my penis. And I just had to put this rubbing cream on it, and you just walked in at
Yeah, as I'm like rubbing it down, just having. I mean, once you start rubbing, might as well keep it rolling. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like
Then
just
you're
get
like-
really get in all them creases. You know.
and for the matter, I wasn't fully erect. If that's something you're
It's like, and if
into.
you're impressed by that,
Come back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just sneak in next time.
it's like that's a bad thing though. You just like fucking wiped off with toilet paper, man. You just want to shake that man's hand.
Hey man, let me pay you. That's all right, man. Just go ahead and do it. Cash app, brother. Keep on rolling.
It's like
You pay it forward, man. You get that man a Starbucks drink.
Oh.
Starbucks for
They should buy
starfish.
me one for giving me a heart attack, man. I was just like really caught off guard.
Well,
He
see what
didn't
the
know.
bad.
Listen to Michael
Well, the
victim
bad
blaming.
thing about Michael is like even in that 2 or 3 seconds, like dude, like that dude never lost a beat though. Like
That
he
bitch
never
was-
lost a fucking like ounce of blood in his fucking vein. You know
No,
what
but
I
I
mean?
bet he did exactly what I did, which is as soon as he left my house,
Penis
he
twitch a
called-
little bit?
No. He called his friend. I guarantee it is still a talk that they have to this day. Like, hey,
Oh,
man,
dude.
tell that story. You walked in on that guy beating off.
Dude, well, the thing is, like, that dude has his own podcast, and he's telling his story, like, at
Yeah.
this moment, just the other end of
from
it.
the other view, yeah.
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 From the other side.
And if we ever
60
meet,
minutes.
we're gonna buy each other's drinks because.
Nah, dude,
We
you
were
owe that
both
man
shocked.
a drink. That dude is just
No,
like,
he owes me a drink. You should have knocked first. Because he's not.
He's not, but he was there to do a job, and he was getting it done.
Yeah,
No,
dude, I'm interested to see how this would
but
play
so
out
are
in
you.
court, man. This is interesting.
I'm just saying,
He
you know,
didn't
like
knock, but he
if-
has permission to.
if you're in there, I don't know, if I'm Terminex, you know, and I'm going in there, you know, and there's a door that's closed, obviously, you know, he's not like a new guy. He was a guy that's been around our house before.
Oh, that
Like,
means he had the
spraying.
incentive to walk in. He's seen things before, and he knows what's behind doors.
Well, I tell you what, I bet that sumbitch will knock now.
No, he won't.
I bet
I
that
bet he
sumbitch will
won't.
learn.
I
his
bet
le-
he won't.
Yeah.
You don't think he
no,
learned
no.
a damn
See,
thing?
you gotta understand something. It's like, dude, when you're on house calls, you never know what you're gonna find in the house,
You know what's even more messed
and you
up,
will
though?
never know what you find if you knock.
Is that he seen my face completely, but he was wearing a mask because, you know, COVID and everything.
Oh, so this is here recent.
No, this is like last year.
Yeah.
This was, gosh,
Yeah, dude.
damn, Michael. What are you like, 27?
Or no, maybe he wasn't wearing a
Oh,
mask.
he was- he-
no,
he-
he was wearing a mask. Maybe it was just something that he had to wear.
As if the mask was the issue at that point.
Well, I mean, at that point, look, you gotta understand something. At that point, you're walking.
guys. I was
No.
telling
Like,
the
look,
story.
at that point, he better be glad he's wearing a mask. 'Cause he's walking in the line of fire. Michael said he's about to bust. You got to keep that mouth closed. Them orifices.
Yeah,
closed.
dude. Them ropes was about to sling.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
dude.
My man was pushing Gogurt out by the second, and he walks in, and then
Just fucking
Dude,
drain
he
that
done
fucking.
fucking twisted into the tube, man. He's getting the last drop out.
getting that toothpaste on
Just
out of there.
literally
boy.
Just
went
grabbing at the base of the sack and just pulling that
15
urethra
minutes
all the way
of
to
an
get those last little
embarrassing
bits. You know?
masturbation. You know what we should talk about though? Is a time that you messed up and you took away all your good karma.
Well, I'll tell you the time I messed up because it kind of like rolls into the same conversation. Because I don't. Okay, I do have one story. I got two stories. Never mind.
Not
All right,
one,
so,
but two.
all right, so
Barry.
so talking about getting caught spanking it, right? Last night you caught me spanking it. So I've only been caught one time. And the one time I got caught was the actual very first time I ever even tried masturbating.
That traumatized a boy.
Dude, I don't really know how old I was. It's weird. Like, if it's not tied to...
Hold on, this is a way to ruin your good karma?
No, it goes into the next thing. So I'm prefacing this because I want to keep the other conversation because everybody had their own little story. But anyway, so the first time I've only ever gotten caught like yerking at one time, and it was the very first time I ever even tried like beating off. So
Hold on, what age are you?
that's what I was saying. Is like I don't really remember if it's not tied to like
I was like 6.
I don't know if it was. The thing is, I don't really remember because if it's not tied like specifically at school a certain year that it's like tangible or like baseball season or something like that, and it's just a memory of me being at the house, I don't really know. I would say probably like 11. I'll give you a good round number, like 10 or
That's
11.
a late number.
It is.
Pretty late.
However, I was like beating it before that, and I didn't even know it. But we'll get to that as well.
Was that when you're like hanging up on some type of, I don't know, something, and you're just like kind of rotating your legs around? And
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but
I was doing that probably at the age of 4 or 5.
dude, I was doing. All right. Dude, we can go a long way with this one. All right,
Yeah.
so look.
It's getting weird.
All right, so viewers out there that are also guys, which there are only guys that listen to this shit. But anyway, all right, so when you were a kid, this was like the weirdest phenomenon ever. But like one thing I could do, like if you climbed a rope,
yeah,
dude, if you climbed a rope and you just clapped your legs together or like kind of like moved
the
them in
cloth.
a certain way.
yeah.
I don't know how it happens. I haven't tried it since I was a kid. But if you held yourself there and then just kind of like moved your legs a certain way, you would end up like getting off and like busting a nut. And the only time
But not really busting a
What
nut.
are you talking about?
No, no.
Well,
It
that's
wasn't
what I'm
even
sa-
actually really busting it up because you check your underwear and nothing came out.
Well, right, but that's what I'm saying. That's when I knew like I was hitting puberty. Is like one time, like
No, that's never happened to me like that.
well, that's what I'm saying, dude. This is something that like, well, obviously me and Michael know about it.
yeah, because you're weird.
Well, I mean, I had
Yeah,
a,
I'm the
I had
weird
a, I had
one.
a swing set and a rope
Fucking
swing and stuff
milkman.
like that. You try and climb the rope swing, you get about like it was weird. Like as a kid, they get halfway up the rope swing, and next thing you know, you kind of got a little twitch in your pants. Don't know what's happening.
I'm like, oh, my 1 inch is super hard.
And the weird thing is, I don't even remember if it was hard or not. I don't really remember.
Oh, I do. I used to do it after class. I was super excited to go home.
Dude, yeah, like I would do it too. Like it'd either be that or like hanging out on the jets in your pool. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, that was the
That
thing.
actually that never really worked for me.
It worked for me, dude. Dude, let me tell you,
It
dude.
worked for me.
fucking
I mean,
horny
still
fucker.
puts in work.
Nah, dude, for real though, but the rope thing, like I remember as a kid, I would like hang on the rope like multiple times, and this was like I don't remember how young, but like very young, and I realized this just at a very young age, and then at some point, the second I knew I like actually hit puberty, was like because I would just do it all the time anyway. Just it felt good. I didn't really know what it was, don't know anything about it. I just knew it was like, wow, that felt good. All right, cool, whatever. And same thing with like the jets in the pool. It oddly enough, like the pool thing felt more wrong, but like the
Yeah, because you're in there with your
you didn't really know
cousins
it's like because
and
you're
your
like
brother.
you're kind of specifically doing something directly aimed at your penis. You know what I mean? But like on the ropes, you kind of feel it more in your hips, like as well, like kind of like
That was
a
a
full
hip rotation.
Yeah, and so as a kid, like I didn't realize what was going on. I just kind of rolled it. It felt good, and then I'd like get off and then come back in 5 minutes. You know, whatever. And then, dude, I remember like I don't know if y'all realize, but as a kid, you're like really strong with your own body strength.
Yeah.
Dude, I could crank out like 3 in one like grip session, like holding on to a rope, and
You look like a little monkey up there, man.
Yeah,
Just
dude, like,
fucking
as your kid-
huddled
when
up,
you're a
just
kid-
What's
jerking.
Spencer up there doing?
Yeah.
dude, honestly,
Why is
like
he
as a
rotating his
kid,
hips?
like you did just how many times like as an adult now do you even do like athletic things at all? Like other than like going to the gym, but just like general like athleticism, like out in your yard.
Yeah, like, I mean, I watch my nephews now, and they're just like, oh, hey, Bubba. And they'll just like jump on the ground on their knees, and I'm just like, ouch.
Yeah.
But I mean, they only weigh like 35, 40 pounds.
Yeah, but the second I knew that I was like hitting puberty or something was happening was like when I did it and like my pants were sticky. I'm like, whoa.
Ooh.
Because like as a kid, like nothing comes out. You just feel good and you move on with your life,
Yeah.
and that's it. But
I think I was like 13 when I finally.
But this is a whole roundabout way to say is like the first time I got caught masturbating was was like okay, so at my grandparents' house, me and my brother we stayed upstairs, and there was a lock on the bathroom door because I'm a gentleman. If I'm gonna spank it, I'm gonna spank it when I'm in the bathroom when you should have privacy and then somebody shouldn't walk in on you. However, all the time, like when I was a kid, like my brother, just
jeez.
like I'd be sitting there just taking a dump, right? Just all the time. That dude would just walk into my like bathroom like session, just chilling, just reading a magazine because this is like, you know, before cell phones. I'm too young to have.
2002.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like reading 1999 like home life magazines, you know,
Yeah.
just like looking at shit.
Oh, the back of this shampoo bottle has words I can't pronounce.
Exactly. You just be looking at shit, you know? And I was just sitting there hanging out, and he would just like, even if I flipped the lock wouldn't like stay locked. Or he'd just
Yeah.
like, and then just walk right
What
in.
a dickhead, man.
And so like,
He just wanted to see your picture.
and so this was after the first time I ever saw a porno. First porno I ever saw, this is what kind of led it all together. Is like I saw this porno. I was at my dad's house. And
Home field stretch 5.
Yeah, home field stretch 5. But anyway, so I was at my dad's house, and when we go over there, we'd stay in my stepbrother's room because I didn't live with my dad. And there was this, it was a DVD or whatever, just sitting on his, like by his TV,
yeah.
and it was called Turnabout. And on it was like, I guess they were in lingerie or something, but it was just like girls like on the cover of it, like nothing like naked or anything like that. And
It's
I was
lingerie.
Like, and I was like, what is this? Or whatever. So me and my brother like put it in, and like next thing you know, people are beating cheek. I'm like, whoa,
What's this?
this is awesome.
What's this?
I don't know how to feel about this. First time I've ever seen it, don't know. And then I saw this guy, or there was like this scene or whatever in it, whenever they were, it's weird because like as a kid you like never expect to see anything like this.
Yeah.
And so I guess in the movie or whatever, because it was actually a movie. It wasn't just like a porno or just like it was like a whole
it was a whole like
it was like a whole plot. You know what I mean?
yeah, there was ideas behind it.
Yeah, and so like in this particular scene or whatever, like I guess his wife or girlfriend like bought him 2 prostitutes or something to like do stuff in the bed like while he sat back and his like wife just like yerked him off or whatever. And I was like sitting there watching. And I saw her like go up and down on his shaft, and I was like, huh, isn't that something?
That's interesting.
And
This
then
is
he
the
like,
correct way to learn about sex, people.
it is. It's like
This is
exactly how
how
you
you
should do it.
learn.
And I was like, well, isn't that something? Maybe if I try that, maybe that'll work out. So we end up going home eventually. And so I remember like,
Waiting for that moment to get home.
no, like I went home and I was in the bathroom and like I didn't understand lube or anything like that. All I saw was her just like going up and down, You know, and so I'm like sitting there dry, like trying to make it go up and down, like without grabbing the skin as you do. And I was like, well, that doesn't really work. So I was like, kind of left it alone. It's like a day or so later, I come back and I'm like, well, there's some lotion right here. Might as well use it. And so I just like blow like
It's like the best discovery since man got fire, right there.
Yeah. And so I like got all this like lotion in my hand. I'm like covered in lotion. Don't really know what's going on. So I'm like sitting on the toilet, just like trying to.
Conditioner from the shower.
That man smelled like Bath and Body Works.
I mean, everybody went through trial.
Yeah,
and
everybody
error.
trial and error with that shampoo, man. You found out the hard way.
Oh
quick.
gosh.
Swab.
But
Green
anyway,
apple.
I'm sitting there just like I got like there's like lotion everywhere. Like I'm like there's no way to be inconspicuous about it.
It got on the back of my
And
head.
so
and
like
I
I'm
don't
sitting
know
there
how.
like just jerking. I don't really know what's happening. I'm just kind of like doing it or whatever. And the next thing you know, like my brother thinks I'm taking a shit. So what's he do? That's my invite to walk in.
Oh,
And so this dude just like bloom busts in the door, and I'm just like, oh, what's up, man? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oddly enough, we had just like a very normal conversation about it. And I was like, honestly, man, he's like, you remember that porno we watched a few days ago? He's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm honestly trying to see if it works. And he's like, oh, that's cool, man. Is it working out for you? I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
I
it
can see
was.
Taylor saying that.
Well, it was,
Now you're
asshole.
standing
I can
here
see him say that
killing my
exactly,
vibe.
man.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there, and he didn't even leave. And I was like,
Well, let me watch you.
and I'm just like sitting there, like fucking like limp dick by now, but just covered in just lotion all over me. And I'm just like,
should've
and he's
rubbed
sitting
it
there,
on
he
your
proceeds to
shins.
have like a normal conversation like Metal Gear or something like that. It's like, so I was playing Resident Evil yesterday.
bitch, get the fuck up out of here.
I was like, it's like, you know that boss? So we've been like really hard trying to like figure out how to like get on past. Like, yeah, dude, I beat him just a second ago. I was like, wow, that's awesome, man.
Well, I'll tell you something that ain't getting beat. My dick, because you're standing there. Now get the fuck out.
Yeah, dude, that's the only time I've ever been like legitimately caught. The only other time I almost got caught was I was upstairs again, and like my grandpa like walked up, like I had like my pants.
How
around
did
my
you not
ankles.
hear him coming like 10
Yeah,
minutes
those stairs
ahead? He's
are
like,
extra
"Yeah."
squeaky.
You know, he like kind of crawled up, and then I saw him like as he was like coming to the corner of my eye, I like dropped what I was doing, just put my pants up real quick, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Pinching a tent.
And I was like, "Bad stuff," and that was it. And then he didn't say nothing. He just came up there, laid in like the adjacent bed because we had like two twins, and he just like continued to like hang out and talk to me. I was like, all right, cool.
It's funny because like Papa's loud as fuck coming up them stairs when he does them. He's like
Like,
the fucking grudge coming up the stairs, boy. It's like,
Yeah,
ugh, sound like
He
Danny
used to be
DeVito
more
coming up.
mobile though, man, back in the day.
yeah, he did.
So I know I said, when was the time that we used up all of our good karma, but we kind of ran over it a little bit. So on our next podcast, we're going to talk about the times that we did something that used up all of our good karma.
So tune in next time, folks. Thank you for that outro, Michael. Everybody have a good night and keep your hands on the wheel.